Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I know one of the highlights for my week is hearing us chat and hop on the screen and doing our extended, I guess, Hollywood Squares to see each other and be together and to catch up a little bit, and then to move into song and prayer and to take those deep breaths that we really, really need, and to enjoy one another. We are happy to be together, even if we're stuck in yet more rain. And the way that we welcome Shabbat is through candles and Kiddush. So I'm going to share my screen, and so that we can have our blessings here. And I have a little overlap here, so it's hard for me to get to the view here, slideshow. And I would love to call upon Karen and Sandy Shapiro to lead us in the candles and Kiddush. If you have candles and Kiddush, and you would like to lead together with us, please do so. Wait, Karen, you're still muted.
Okay. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, through our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations who have kindled these lights, so may we be inspired to kindle these lights.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who makes us holy with mitzvot and who teaches us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
The heaven and the earth were finished in all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God stopped on the seventh day from all the work that God had done.
And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on that day God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila lemikrae kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim ki banu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol hamim B'Shabbat kodecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
So our opening reading is excerpted from one of my favorite poets and authors, Marge Piercy. You may know her as an author, actually from science fiction. She's become quite well known now for her poetry. And this is excerpted from her poem, Shabbat Moment. Untie the knots of the will. Loosen your clenched grip, barren hills of bone. Here no edges to hone, only the palm fallen, open as a rose about to toss its petals. What you have made, what you have spoiled, let go. Let twilight empty the crowded rooms, quiet the jostling colors to hues of swirling water, pearls of fog. This is the time for letting go, like a released balloon dwindling. Tilt your neck and let your face open to the sky, like a pond catching light, drinking the darkness. So as we drink the darkness, as we untie the knots, we turn ourselves now to prayer, to preparing for prayer, for Baruch Hu. If you feel comfortable and engaged deeply in prayer, even though we are in homes, we consider our homes a mikdash ma'at, a small sanctuary, and so we rise as able for the Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamavorach. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Vaed. You're muted, Rabbi.
I am muted. I do that at that point in the service every week. I want to share a reading not found in the slides. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadavarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha Veshinantam levanecha vedibata bam Beshivdecha bevetecha uvlechtecha vaderech uvshochbecha uvkumecha ukshatam leot al yadecha vehayula totafot beinenecha uchtavtam amazuzot beitecha uvisharecha Leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim le'Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiyot lachem le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem.
So as Deb knows, this is one of my favorite songs in the service. It's the singing, when we sing Mi Chamocha, when we celebrate the freedom that occurred as we crossed the Red Sea. Mi Chamocha has become a call not only to remind us of our freedom, but also a call for social justice. And this is indeed a week where we need to remind ourselves of the importance of tikkun olam, the importance of repair. You'll hear more about that during my sermon this evening. A world where we are reminded of the brokenness and the hurt and the anguish of our country, not only because of the pandemic, but also because of racism, also because of so much prejudice. And so as we remember freedom, we also remember the need for redemption. We sing together.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot, o sepele, Nora tehilot, o sepele, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Malchutecha ra'u banecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Ze'elianu ve'amru, Ze'elianu ve'ameru, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai.
Excuse me. Just as we know we need to call for redemption and the tikkun, the repair of our world, we also call and ask for a sukkot shalom, a shelter of peace. We ask for God to be with us, to bring for each of us a shelter, a protection, and it is our evening lullaby, because we know that nighttime can be scary. And so there are so many that are worried about the world, that are worried that they don't have a physical or spiritual Sukkot Shalom. If you are particularly thinking about them, you may add their names into the chat as we sing together.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, leshalom. Lehamidenu malkeinu lechayim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. Amen.
Our next song is Vishamru, and the last word of Vishamru is Vayinafash. Vayinafash can be translated as and they were restored or they were refreshed. But also there's a beautiful word play. The word Vayinafash has within it nefesh. And so our nefesh is our body, but it's also our soul. And through Shabbat, through taking this time to make it holy, to restore it, we are refreshed, we are renewed. And so we are so blessed to be able to say, we are going to take this time and set it aside to make it different. And so we sing the Shamra.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We move back into screen share, and this keeps happening, and we turn to the Amidah, the Tefillah, which is the center of our service and reminds us of the sanctity of this day, the sanctity of our prayers, the ancestors that came before us, upon whose shoulders we stand, God's greatness and the beauty of Shabbat. As able, as comfortable, please rise.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chazdei Avot V'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'nehem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Chozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav lehoshia. Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim ve'rofech cholim, Umatir asurim. Umekayem emunato lishenei afar michamocha ba'gevurot umido melach melech memit umechayeh umatzmiach Yeshua v'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh ukedoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
We've begun to create customs now. We've been together on Zoom, so apart together, together apart. I don't really know the right way to say it. For 10 Shabbats on Zoom, I believe, maybe 12 Shabbats since we've been officially together, somewhere in that time. It's been a long, long time. And since we've been on Zoom, we've created a few customs. And one of those is to take time to remember what we're grateful for. That even though there's a lot that's hard and a lot that's challenging, there's also a lot that we're grateful for. And I am home and my dog is barking. This is a first in the 10 weeks. And we can be very thankful for the many, many things that are good. And even if they're small things, we're grateful for our health, which is large. We're grateful for the funny thing that was said this morning. We're grateful for how green the grass is, even if we wish the rain would stop. So as we sing Shalom Rav, please write in the chat things that are making you recognize the gratitude in your life.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Lechol hashalom, shalom rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. V'tov be'einecha Damcha Yisrael Bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim leolam Shalom Rav al Yisrael Tasim leolam, tasim leolam, tasim leolam.
Even as we give thanks for the blessings that are small and large, we also know that there are many who are struggling. There are many who are struggling with illness, physical, emotional, spiritual illness. And we take a moment now to turn to Misha Berach to think of those who are struggling. We'll also use our chat again, and we'll recognize and think of those who on this Shabbat could use a little bit of a lift. And so as we sing our Misha Berach, please write in the chat the names of those, if you have permission, who are struggling with physical illness, emotional struggle, mental illness, so that we can pray and lift them up for some measure of comfort.
Of strength, oh blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
We take a few moments now for silent prayer and reflection. Of my heart be acceptable to you, O God, my rock and my redeemer, my rock and my redeemer. A story is told in the Babylonian Talmud about Rabbi Meir. While he was traveling, he encountered some petty criminals and nasty bullies. After returning from his trip, he was deeply affected by this experience. And one afternoon, his wife, Bruria, overheard him praying about it. And he prayed something surprising. He prayed that these men should die. Rabbi Meir's prayer was based on Psalm 104. And in that psalm, there's a verse that says, "Let sinners cease from the earth." It seems he thought this was the most righteous path for them. By dying, they would go to the world to come. In his version of the afterlife, they would be rewarded for the good they had done in their lives. Also, by dying, they would be prevented from accumulating any more sins. And so Bruria, it's hard to say, Bruria, while understanding his motivation, was nonetheless horrified by his prayer. She did not agree with his interpretation of the verse in Psalm 104. She corrected him and translated the verse this way: "Let that which causes sin to happen cease from the earth." She said, "Let that which causes sin to happen cease from the earth." It is not the person to direct our prayers, she chastised her husband, but the sin itself. What I learned from this story is that Bruria was teaching Rabbi Meir to pray for the thieves and bullies to recognize their sins, pay restitution, apologize, and change their ways. So in this week's Torah portion, Naso, Adonai reminds Moses, "Speak to the Israelites. When men or women individually commit any wrong toward a fellow human being, thus breaking faith with the eternal, and they realize their guilt, they shall confess the wrong that they have done." This is in many ways the Bruria story in 2 verses. So Bruria told Rabbi Meir, hey, you don't need to pray for someone to die. You just need to ask them to recognize that they have committed a wrong, confess that wrong, realize their guilt. That's what this is really about. How timely these verses, how needed these verses. On May 25th in Minneapolis, George Floyd died while being arrested. There are disturbing videos of a police officer whose knee was on Mr. Floyd's neck while he was being handcuffed, as he was letting them know he could not breathe. These videos and his subsequent death have led to rallies, riots, and a demand for extensive investigation and swift response. Also on May 25th, in Central Park in New York, Christian Cooper filmed an encounter with a woman who believed she was unsafe because she was asked by him to leash her dog, which was the law. The video has led to public outcry and her losing her job. Both situations occurred because George Floyd and Christian Cooper are Black. We think to ourselves, at least I think to myself, I would never do anything like that. I could never be part of such a thing. This is awful. We need justice. I believe you. But here we are. The Torah asks, when men or women individually commit any wrong toward a fellow human being, thus breaking faith with the eternal, and they realize their guilt, they shall confess the wrong that they have done. So we must ask, what are our wrongs? Are we ready to tackle the constant cycle of Black accusations and racism as individuals and as a society? Are we ready to look at our natural biases? Are we ready to claim our biases and understand them? Do we recognize the inherent differences in our lives because we are white? I do not have the answers to these questions, but I know it is time to be brave enough to begin to confess our wrongs. We can no longer accept living in fear and anger and desperation as an answer. We can no longer accept that others live in fear and anger and desperation as an answer. We must look inside ourselves, our communities, our cities, and our country, and begin to hold ourselves accountable. Because being afraid to go for a run, to pursue a favorite hobby, being afraid of our police is inexcusable. Today, I received an email forwarded to me, someone I know tangentially, someone who lives in Cleveland, and I excerpt it here for you. I am seeking your prayers. My sister is living right in the midst of this drama in Minneapolis. A total block around the corner from her has burned down. The local police station has been abandoned. The power to the area has been cut. God help us all. We are all created B'Tselem Elohim in the image of God. This means any race, gender, sexual orientation, nationality, family, religion, political party, socioeconomic class. We are all B'Tselem Elohim. We are all made in the image of God. And because of that, I know we have so much hard work to do. And so let's start this week as the Torah bids us to do. As the Torah bids us to individually claim our wrongs, to claim our guilt, to confess the wrongs that we have done. Let us take this week and confess our wrongs before God.
Every breath, each life, each spark, every light that emerges from every dark, this body, this voice, this energy. I just opened my eyes, it was granted to me. Given this space, given this time, given to all, uniquely mine. Every first and every last, all of the future, the present, and even the past. I am a wave, a rise and fall, a singular drop in the ocean, connected to all. Given this space, given this time, given to all, uniquely mine. Given this space, given this time, given to all, uniquely mine. There is a love song of taking and giving, a singing and dancing in rhythm with all that is living. It's breathing out is taken for granted again and again. Given this space, given this time, given to all, uniquely mine. Given this space, given this time, given to all, uniquely mine.
Thank you, Deb. We return to our service to Aleinu, which is, we mostly think of Aleinu as the closing prayers of our service. Aleinu is our call to God to be our partner in perfecting the world. And so as we turn to Aleinu and rise as we feel comfortable, we call to God to be our partner in perfecting the world and repair that we need so badly. Let us adore the ever-living God and render praise unto you, who spreads out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God, there is none else.
ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
We turn now to our time of remembering. We turn to our reading as we are reminded of the memories that flood over us of those we love. To the living, death is a wound. Its name is grief. Its companion is loneliness. Whenever it comes, whatever its guise, even when there are no tears, death is a wound. But death belongs to life as night belongs to day, as darkness belongs to light, as shadow belongs to substance, as the fallen leaf to the tree, as time to eternity, so death belongs to life. It is not our purpose to live forever. It is only our purpose to live. It is no added merit that life is long. It is of merit only that we make life good. On this Shabbat, we remember in Shloshim, in the first month since their death, Justin Scharf. We mark the yahrzeits, the anniversaries of death that fall on this Shabbat. Israel Ackerman, May Adelson, Kingsley Myers Anderson, Alan H. Berkman, Philip M. Ertman, Betty G. Braff, Gary B. Curtis, Abraham L. Feinberg, Celia Miller Frank, Philip S. Goldberg, Edward N. Grossman, Mildred F. Hollander, Meyer C. Jaffe, Helene B. Jonas, Edward M. Katz, Elise Kirschenbaum, Maurice B. Krantz, Marcia Levine, Robert Bobby Light, Shepard S. Litt, Nadine Nikki McKinnon, Harry Miller, Marjorie Feldman Nagusky, Shael Newmark, Howard R. Pickus, Harlan Hal Nat Plen, Anna Presand, Samuel Rice, Marcella Rosenberg, Louis Rosenberg, Fred Schmidt, Arthur A. Stone. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled, and together we share in the words of the mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divra hirute v'yamlich malchute, v'chayachon v'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, v'agala uv'izman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah u'mivorach leolam almei almaya, Yit barach v'yit tabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit romam v'yit naseh, v'yit hadar v'yit haleh v'yit halal shemeh d'kodesha barichu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, da'amiran b'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, huya aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru. Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and give comfort to all who are bereaved. And let us say together, Amen.
Amen.
We turn for closing song, Oseh Shalom.
Yes. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. 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 Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May the light of God's presence shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom v'yasem lecha shalom.
May God lift up each one of us, and may God bring us shalom, peace, and wholeness. Amen. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat